Hey there. This one today might be a little bit of a quick one, just because I picked this up in the middle of October. I picked it up at a convention here on Vancouver Island, and I paid $10 for it. $10 for a VHS tape. $10 for Dr. Giggles. Okay, Dr. Giggles. Is Dr. Giggles worth $10? It's the early 90s. We have Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Jason. Of course, we had Halloween made a comeback as well. We've even done the Living Doll, Chucky. We've done Guy Straight from Hell with pins in his face. We've done Leatherface. We gotta have a theme. We gotta get another, horror icon out there. Well, how about Dr. Giggles? He's a doctor that kills people. Now, of course, they have to have, a reason for that, and they have to have a backstory and motivation, which is basically he's just insane, and he's gone through all this crazy shit, and he's not really a doctor, but he's, masquerading as a doctor for this, entire movie. It's pretty fucked up. Not gonna lie. But does it succeed at creating one of those horror icons? Well, seeing as this one film in 1992 was the only movie to feature Dr. Giggles, I guess it just didn't catch on. Which is kind of a shame, because I actually didn't mind this movie. Full disclosure, had a few beers while I was watching this one, but I was enjoying it. I was having a good time watching this movie. It delivers the goods, man. Just because it's so dumb, it's not dumb. It tries to be all deep and sympathetic to the character of Dr. Giggles, who is not really a doctor. You want to see a guy in a doctor's coat with a little bow tie and a suit on with a pocket watch and the stethoscope around his neck. You want to see that guy going around killing people in medical ways? This is a movie for you. It's Dr. Giggles, motherfucker. So why does he giggle? Because he's insane, I guess. Dr. Giggles. It's not his real name. His father was a doctor, and his father was obsessed with trying to save the life of Dr. Giggles' mother because she was dying or whatever, but in his attempt he ended up killing 10 patients or something like that, so he went insane, and the son was insane as well after witnessing all this, and his mother passed away, but his father was fucking crazy psychopath and apparently passed it down to his kid and sewed him up inside the dead mother, and she gives birth to him, and this is from a flashback from some cop that was investigating the scene 20 years ago or 30 years ago or whatever, and that guy's all fucked up now and he's a drunk and just a horrible cop, and I don't know, this movie goes to a lot of places. And it literally does too, and it jumps around so much. 40% of the movie has to do with just a bunch of douchebag 90s stereotype characters. I mean, they're setting the template for what we're gonna see even more of in the 2000s, early 2000s. I don't know, the way the characters bickered at each other, the high school drama, blah blah blah. You got your jocks and teens and the pretty girl and the outcasts and blah blah blah. It's just every 2000s horror movie I've ever seen. So I was like, are you sure this is 1992? But I guess it would have had to be, because the star of the movie is Larry Drake. You know this guy. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. He was in The Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, where he played a mentally handicapped guy that was persecuted by the locals, and they suspected him of something and he never did, and so they murdered him, and then he comes back as a killer scarecrow he was famous for that, and then he was also famous for L.A. Law, which was on TV, L.A. Law. And he played like somebody's office assistant or whatever, also a mentally handicapped guy. Typecast much. He was also the bad guy at Darkman, Sam Raimi's Darkman. He was pretty freaking evil in that one. Well, is Dr. Giggles truly evil? Or is he just insane? Oh yeah, he's pretty evil. Yeah, I mean, he fucking murders people. For what reason? I don't know. They broke into his house and so he murdered them, and with a hypodermic needle to the eye or something. He uses like the blood pressure thing like on somebody's neck or something. Or he's an insane doctor, so how's he going to kill his victims? Well, let's get creative with that. We'll use some hypodermic needles and definitely lots of scalpels. Just shock therapy or something like. So even though we're supposed to kind of sympathize with Dr. Giggles a little bit because of his traumatic childhood and insane father, he is clearly insane. He is clearly evil. All the one-liners, all the medical puns and one-liners that Dr. Giggles says in this movie, I'm going to skim through them a little bit here. Oh, also, before I get into the quotes, there's also like a little rhyme apparently that was made up about the insane doctor and his insane kid. The Freddy Krueger thing, like, remember the kids skipping on the pavement or whatever, and 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. You know what I'm talking about. They try to do something similar here, and it sounds so stupid because it's coming out of this like 25-year-old actor, and it's just like this douchey character you know is gonna die in the next like 10 minutes. Yeah, because there's a lot of that in this movie. But the thing I think that they made this movie for was all these dumb one-liners. Like when he like force feeds somebody or something, he says, "We are what we eat," and then he giggles like in his traditional Dr. Giggles way. And then he says, "What goes down must come up. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Are you feeling any discomfort?" And then after he murders somebody, he says, "You think that's bad? Wait till you get my bill." Who are you saying to this to? You already murdered the guy. Like, here, and just some quick bullets here. Second opinion. I care too much. Reflexes seem normal. Let's check the blood pressure. Hee 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 hee. And he blows up some dude's head with the blood pressure thing. Relax and breathe normally. And then he like chokes somebody to death. Lights out. Doctor's orders. Oh, and there's like, I don't want to get into the story of this movie because it's overly complex, but also kind of entertaining. I guess it was what I expected, but not quite as bad as I expected. The kill scenes were actually kind of funny, and not gonna lie, I mean, hey, what's your favorite part about those Nightmare on Elm Street movies? It's not so much the actual like kill of Freddy smashing the girl's head into a TV set. It's like, no, it's the one-liner. It's the "welcome to prime time, bitch." You know what I'm talking about? That's what you went to go see that movie for. And that's what you should see this movie for, is stuff like that. It's because it's stupid, and it's so stupid, but it's intentionally stupid, but at the same time tries to redeem itself a little bit with some drama. But it also at points falls back into that thing of like, okay, here's another horror movie. We gotta have these kind of characters. We gotta have the victim characters. We gotta have our final girl. We gotta have our, old veteran cop that's dealt with this in the past. Or, I'm facing retirement next week. I'm too old for this shit and whatever. All that shit's gotta be in there. And it wasn't super original, but it was fun. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to tell you much about this movie because I actually think you should watch this. If you've never seen this and you like horror movies, especially like slasher movies with that horror icon characters, like you've seen Freddy, you've seen the Leprechaun, you've seen Chucky, you've seen Leatherface, you've seen Jason, you've seen Pinhead, Candyman, Pumpkinhead. Now it's time for Dr. Giggles, I guess. I don't know, it wasn't that bad. I'm going to go ahead and give Dr. Giggles a respectable B-. Now, feel free to give your second opinion on this. I was entertained. I thought it was okay. It was worth watching. It was funny. It made me laugh at probably not the points where it wanted me to laugh, but just how stupid this movie was and how derivative and kind of missing the mark. Like, you tried, but man, you really didn't pull it off in some parts. But that makes it funnier. I don't know. So it's an ironic B-, but a B- nonetheless. Is Dr. Giggles worth $10? Yeah, I think so. And anyway, till next time, have a good one, everybody. Happy Halloween.